Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? Great. We're back with another stream for Week 12, and as it turns out, this defense has in fact not returned. In fact, both aspects might be worse. Here we are in Arlington, Texas, in AT&T Stadium with the Cowboys hosting their old rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles, and as I figured, that game against the Raiders was a fluke. Second quarter just started. Cowboys get bailed out after what looked like a fumble by CeeDee Lamb was ruled down by contact, and then the next play after that, Cavante Turpin fumbles and gives it right back to the Eagles anyway. Nothing has changed, dude. Nothing. We're still the same old garbage-ass team as we are every single year like this. This is getting ridiculous. I shouldn't even have taken the time and effort to set this stream up, but I chose to do it, and now here I am, about to watch the torture that the Eagles are about to give me here. Eagles get themselves a turnover right before the stream starts, and I gotta witness this garbage defense out. And how does Turpin fumble it? He runs into the leg of his left arm that was holding the ball, falls out of his left hand after bumping into the leg of one of his own men. So as a result, it's Eagles ball, and they get it back after the Cowboys got lucky earlier and got bailed out on a fumble that was overturned because they were down. Following play after that, they still find the way to give it back to them. And so it begins. So begins the massive cycle of torture. And immediately, they toss to Saquon Barkley, who's wide open for a long first down. Yeah, they're not making it to the playoffs. Forget about it. It's going to be 2024 all over again. They're already in midfield. Barkley gets stuffed, so at least the run game is doing something, but that pales in comparison to what this secondary can do. Flag is down as well. I don't like where this is going. Oh, that's going to be coming back, holding on the Eagles. It's still going to be 1st and 20, but don't worry, they'll find a way to convert. They will find a way to convert. Just you wait. So it turned out it was a fluke. That dominating win we saw against the Raiders last Monday, a fluke. Because it was the Raiders. Look at this defense giving Hurts all the time in the world. Pass sales incomplete for Saquon Barkley. At least they held their ground against those receivers, but dear God. Opening drive, they went for it on a 4th down and failed, rather than allow Aubrey to kick a long-ass field goal. And 2 straight fumbles where the first one should have been a turnover, but the second one was. I don't know what else to say anymore. This team's out of it, man. We're out of it. 2nd and 20. Pickup of 7. Only reason the Eagles got their second touchdown was because the Dallas defense had stopped them. But then Flournoy out of nowhere tries to block the punt and in the process misses and knocks down Braden Mann. Whereas a penalty comes in running into the punter, and that set them up for a touchdown. Now it's 3rd and 12. And I don't even want to talk about my fantasy this week because fucking Jahmyr Gibbs killed it for my opponent. And Devontae Smith against Kalen Carson snags a monster of a catch inside the 10. Kalen Carson can't cover to save anybody. Just let him make the freaking grab, why don't you? Oh my God. This defense is still awful. Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson aren't doing a thing. They may be getting pieces back, but they're getting humiliated. Oh, look, flip to Smith. He's gone. The torture just continues. Just like last year, we're going to have the Eagles destroy us at home again. They get the first down even because it was at the 1-yard line, past the line of gain. You can probably guess what they're going to do here. There is no way they don't get it. Easiest touchdown ever by the Eagles. 2 on the day for Jalen Hurts. 2! 20-0. And this defense is not woken up at all. $20-0. 20 is how many you've allowed. It was just the Raiders last week. It was a freaking fluke. Why did I even bother going live for this if I knew that this was going to be the outcome we were going to witness? So much for this revamped defense, huh? So much for this offense that's high-powered, huh? So much for all those things, huh? Those aged pretty well. This is going to be a stream of nothing but seeing me raged. Because you can forget about me getting optimistic. I don't even have an introduction. That's how bad this is. You know you've got yourself a bad game that you're about to witness when you don't even have an intro to the stream ready. This is a damn disappointment. Again, I don't know why I made the effort to do this. I don't know why I set this whole overlay up. I don't know why I prepped the stream for this. Like, here I am, witnessing the Eagles steamroll us when it was close in week 1. Now look where we're at. Week 1 was at the road, at Philly. Somehow we kept it close, but fell short. This time around, not so much. Not so much. We're about to lose to the Eagles. We got the Chiefs coming up, and they're going to run all over us on Thursday. And the following week after that, don't be surprised if we see the Lions kick our asses. I should have never gained hope after last Monday. I never should have. Because it was just the Raiders. It was a motherfucking fluke. I'm so sick and tired of seeing this defense get humiliated day in and day out. Like, this shit is literally driving me insanity. Driving me up the wall. Oh, yeah, sure. Just throw that statistic up to rub it on our faces. 73rd career rushing touchdown for Hurts. 73! I wonder how many of those were against us. Because I'm sure it was more than 50%, if not more. Turpin, what are you celebrating the good kickoff return for? You're still down 3 scores! Nothing's going to change the fact that you are all freaking garbage. America's Game of the Week, my ass. This is a one-sided affair. It's been all Eagles. All Eagles. Nothing from this Dallas team has gone right at all. Why is Malik Davis out there? What can he do? What the hell can he do? Nobody can do anything. Oh, lovely. First 3 possessions just show the failure that happened. Turnover on downs, a punt, and a fumble. Huh. This is typical Dallas football in a nutshell. Lamb catches it. It's 3rd and 3. Oh, yeah, and did I mention I'm going to lose in fantasy because Jahmyr Gibbs carried James's ass? Fucking 55 points against me. Oh, and let's not forget the fact that now freaking A.J. Brown is scoring on us. 3rd down and 3, and Dak somehow connects with Ferguson even after the pass gets deflected. Oh, boy, a first down. Not that that's going to mean anything. They're going to find a way to give it right back to them. You can forget about me having any kind of hope. I meant it when I said I wasn't going to wear a freaking jersey. The closest you're going to see me support this team is with the polo with their logo on it. That's it. Then these dumbasses false start. What the shit? This channel's not monetized, so I don't give a fuck. I can curse all I want to. I'm not making money off of this. So who cares? Who the fuck cares? First down, toss to Pickens. Easy, Pickens. Don't celebrate too soon. Again, you're still down by 3 scores. So Pickens gets 9. It's now 2nd and 6. And here comes a turnover in 3, 2, 1. Oh, incredibly, he didn't lose it. That doesn't mean anything. Here comes a 3rd and 1 as Javonte Williams carries it for a 5-yard pickup. Well, they actually ruled Williams a couple of yards. They actually ruled Williams down a few yards back. So it's a 3rd and 3. And they're not going to convert it. Watch. I'm wrong again, and they do. Pickens gets a first down. Again, no hope. No hope at all. The Raiders gave us a fluke. Because it was the Raiders. And they're fucking ass. First down from the Eagles, 36. Why would you give it to Turpin? This dude fumbled earlier. Yeah, now you're going to secure it with both hands to ensure you don't lose it again? How come you couldn't do that before? Golly. Gain of 4 by Turpin. My God. And the thing, the Eagles are actually going to get it to start the second half because they chose to, well, they probably lost the coin toss and the Eagles deferred. I don't know what happened there. 2nd and 6. Dak fakes the handoff. Where's he going with this? To Pickens again. And he's got a first down to the 13. Okay, now he can start celebrating. You're getting more targets and catches. But not for long. Can't get optimistic yet. You're still not on the board. I need to see this offense truly starts to wake up. Otherwise, you can forget about seeing me all kinds of hopeful. Because I still don't have any hope that they're going to do anything. From the 13. Dak throws to Ferguson. Tries to stiff arm some tacklers. Ferguson still up. Oh my God, he got a first down. Wow. Boy. That surprised me. Somehow Ferguson just kept on pushing through. Man, just carrying defenders with him and pushing them forward. Picks up a first down inside the 5. But it's 1st and goal from the 3. But again, though, they have to keep this momentum going. Oh, they're at the 2. Oh, boy. Williams takes a direct snap. Did not quite get there, but they get closer. Oh, yeah, also, I should mention, as you can probably tell by the overlay, the Eagles are repping their Kelly Green throwbacks on the road. Their first time ever that they are wearing their throwbacks on the road. Up until now, it was at home, and only at home for them, anyways. 2nd and goal, and these idiots jumped. Just when you think they gain all kinds of momentum, they jump. Motherfucker, way to make it more difficult for y'all, huh? And it was Guyton. What the heck? Freaking Tyler Guyton, man. Thought Tyler Smith was the penalty guy, not you. Pretty sure you false started more times than I can count. Now you're backed up to the 5 because of that mistake. Not looking to throw. He throws a pick. Right to Reed Blankenship. I told you I had no hope. There was a shirt grab. Oh my God. How was that not flagged? Are you kidding me? You cannot be serious. They missed a blatant defensive hold. How the hell was that not called? Oh my God. This is ridiculous. I told you there was nothing to be hopeful about. Now it's Eagles ball. They missed a blatant pass interference call, and now the Eagles are going to get it back again to score on y'all again. It never ends with the freaking chickens. Last drive, it was a fumble. This drive, it's a pick. Literally, nothing is going right. It continues to be all Eagles. And it never stops. I don't even know if it's worth it to stream the Cowboys game that's coming up this Thursday with the Chiefs. Because Mahomes is probably going to have a field day against this horrible defense. It still hasn't changed. Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson, where the hell are they? They're not doing a thing. So much for the big acquisitions of the year. Neither one of them has produced pressure on Hurts whatsoever. They could stop the run. Oh, joy. But what good does that do when you can't even stop anything over the air? It just continues, man. It just continues. I'm about to lose in fantasy. I'm about to lose my shit watching this torture that I probably shouldn't have even bothered to do. Well, I hope you wanted Angry Me, because congratulations, you're going to get it and then some. Let's see how fast the Eagles can get a touchdown on this drive, because they haven't gotten one the last drives they've been on offense. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Here comes touchdown number 4 to make it 28-0. Because forget about me having any hope for this team. Forget it. Two-yard gain to Barkley. Oh, and they're already about to highlight our miscues. Thank you for trying to remind me how the hell this team is awful. Stephen A. Smith was right. After the episode that he posted of his show after the Raiders fell to Dallas, he said, "Don't get too hopeful," and he was right. It's the first time they produced pressure on Hurts, but too bad it didn't mean anything, because Devontae Smith gets them even closer. It's now 3rd down and 2. Still cannot generate any points on offense, and this defense, forget about it. No sign of Quinnen Williams, no sign of Logan Wilson, no sign of anybody. And there was more movement before the snap. I wonder by who. Never mind. False start on Philly. Cam Jurgens. Genuinely, I don't think that should have been called, because aside from one of his own linemen patting him down on the back and making him move a little bit, that didn't warrant a false start. So I don't know why there was a penalty there. And on third down, the pass sails incomplete for Devontae Smith, who was in double coverage at the last second and got it batted down. For the first time, Oh my fucking God. Is Quinnen Williams really down? You're kidding. You're actually kidding me right now. He took a shot to his left. Like he took a shot from his left to his left side from Barkley after he tried to throw a block on Williams. And that hit was what caused Williams to go down. You can forget it. It's almost as if the trade never happened. Williams is not going to be able to get back out there with that impact. It looked like it hurt him. That impact did not look pretty. Dude, literally everything has gone wrong in this game. No points on offense. This defense can't stop a housefly. And now the man that we had traded for with the Jets on quote-unquote the blockbuster trade is now hurt. The hell was the point of trading for this guy? You know, I don't even know if it's worth it. I don't even know if I want to do this Thursday game. If the Eagles are doing this much damage to us, imagine how much damage the Chiefs are going to do. The Lions are going to do. The Chargers are going to do. The Vikings are going to do. Everybody's going to do damage to us. Hell, probably the Commanders and Giants are going to do the exact same thing in week 17 and 18 when it doesn't matter. I swear to Christ. .307 left in this first half, and Quinnen Williams is down. The Eagles are about to punt. They didn't run into him this time. And Turpin will take it and be forced out of bounds at the 32. Flag is down on the punt as well. You've seen so much laundry fly on the field, it's ridiculous. Penalty was illegal motion on Philly, so they'll have to re-kick. So go back 5 yards and they're going to re-punt. Punt is away again. Fair caught at the 27-yard line. Yep. First down from the 28. Dak throws. Turpin's got it, and Turpin's taking off. Turpin into Eagles territory, down the sideline and out of bounds at the 26, 27-yard line of the Eagles. Getting some redemption after that fumble. Like Turpin just took off and never looked back. Juking defenders and picking up a big gain. But again, I'm not going to get hopeful because on the last drive, we all know what happened. Hand off to Williams on first down. He'll take it down to the 19-yard line. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes remain. And this is the score we have so far. This hasn't been a pretty game to say the least. It could get turned around, but really I'm not banking on that. Okay, let me actually turn off the autofocus on this. Forget that whenever I start a stream, it has to... Okay, I'm tired of it autofocusing. Also, if you're wondering about this, it's staying on until December starts. Because remember, November is no shave November. So, keeping the facial hair until December 1st. 2nd and 5. Give to Williams, trying to push through to pick up the first down, and he'll get it. I'll be amazed if this team can even get on the board. And as bad as they are, they've scored 44 points in the final 2 minutes of the first half. Second most in the league. As bad as they are, most of their points have come from the final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Toss to Williams on first down, and he falls early. Flag is down as well, so you can bet money that they're going to be going back another 10. Oh, no, it's worse. Another one on Tyler Guyton. This time it's a personal foul for tripping. So I was wrong. They go back 15. Guyton's got to go. This guy cannot do anything but commit penalties for this offense. They're way backed up now to the 28-yard line because Guyton just had to be an idiot and trip up a defender. Toss to Lamb on 1st and 25. He'll get down to the 18. Still have a minute and 5 left and counting with all 3 of their timeouts. But Lamb will only be able to pick up 10 on the game. Clock continuing to wind down, so I don't know why the hell they're taking their sweet-ass time, especially when the Eagles get it to start the second half, so you need to get something if you're trying to score. 2nd and 15. Dak throws. It's caught by Ferguson. First down. Now you take the timeout, I would think. Although then again, I don't think you want to give the Eagles time before the end of the half, so maybe don't use one. 1st and goal. They're going to keep it running. Dak throws. Touchdown. George Pickens. They finally get on the board. It took them damn near a single half of football, but they finally do it. George Pickens finally scores. It took them long enough. They can score against Philly. And Brandon Aubrey, automatic as usual. Extra point is good. Dak, I wouldn't celebrate this early. Be glad you're finally on the board and it won't be a shutout, but don't go too crazy. You're still down by 2 scores. And the Eagles get it to start the second half. So don't get too excited yet, buddy boy. Again, people wonder why I haven't worn a jersey since the Cardinals loss. Unless this team does something to amaze me during the second half, you can forget about me ever wearing a jersey. I mean, I might be repping the throwback jersey this Thursday just to keep tradition going since I've done so the last 2 years, but well, actually, hell no. It's been all years of the channel's history, hasn't it? I think 2022 was when we started. It was when they faced the Giants. 2023, it was, I believe, was it Washington? 2023 was Washington. 24 was the Giants again. I've worn the throwback jersey all 3 of those years, so yeah, I guess I'll have no choice but to do it if I want to keep the Thanksgiving tradition going. So you might see me wear 1 jersey for the rest of this season. But only reason I'm doing it Thursday is to keep the tradition going. That's it. Holy shnikes. Well, at the very least, I'm glad the Cleveland defense is not doing bad. 3 points allowed, only 7 sacks and a forced fumble for 15 total points so far. But I need somebody to start. Really? Chris Olave's not doing anything. Jameson Williams had a goose egg, but I benched him. Doesn't really matter. Well, considering my opponent has Jahmyr Gibbs that fucking destroyed my ass for 55 points. 21 seconds left in this half. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles just take a knee and end the half. The return taken down to the 28. 17 seconds left. Let's see if the Eagles try something crazy here. Or if they just would rather end the half. Theoretically, if Rico Dowdle and Brock Purdy have a bad day against each other tomorrow night, I could still have a chance to win, but I don't have any Monday night starters. That's the potential advantage he could have over me. Looks like they are going to run a play here on first down. Hand off to Barkley, and he just gets a gain of 1. And now I think they'll end the half. Well, it's halftime. Like I mentioned, Eagles get the ball to start the second half. Well, we'll see what happens in the second half, but I'm not even going to try to do anything here in this during halftime. I'll turn off the camera. I'll relax and try to recover from what the hell I witnessed in this first half, and I'll see y'all for the second one. Well, let's see how much this torture can continue. Because the Eagles start with it to start the second half. Away we go. We continue from AT&T Stadium. Yada yada yada. You know how my spiel goes. Let's just get this over with. Alcantara on first down makes the catch. Gets a gain of 9. Get possession to them, even though I don't like to do that. Sweet Jesus. Second down and 2. There's Calcaterra. Actually, no, that's Goddard, which is bad because that scores points for my opponent, and Goddard didn't have a single point. Well, there was a flag down that I didn't see, and it was a false start. No, illegal formation. Pryor, number 79, gets flagged with a false start. It's not a false start. It's a legal formation, dude. Jeez, so upset at this game. I can't even say the right things. Second and 7. Pressure on Hurts. Incomplete. The direction of Devontae Smith couldn't connect. Third down and 7 coming up. Third and 7 from the 35. High snap. Hurts throws. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith was on the ground when Hurts threw it. Wow. So just one first down gain on that drive. Well, Eagles can't do anything on their opening drive of the second half. So let's just see what happens here. Punt gets off cleanly. Turpin will try a return from the 8. Oh, he's got one man to beat. Oh, Jesus. Should have just fair caught it. They're going to start from their own 8-yard line. Oh, boy. This can only end badly. They are not going to have a lot of breathing room on their opening drive of the half. Could be playing games right now, but on my Switch. But here I am witnessing torture by the Eagles. First down from the 8. See how they could screw this up. Pickens on the catch. Shocking to say, he's been one of the lone bright spots of this Dallas offense. So he gains 9 on the catch and gives them more breathing room. Can't believe I'm saying that about Pickens of all people, but it's the truth. And Dak has now thrown for 34,192 career passing yards. He's now surpassed Tony Romo in that regard. Oh, and then Javonte Williams on the cutback. He gets tackled immediately by the Eagles defense and gets way backed up to the 10. Now they've set themselves up for a 3rd and long. And yep, by 9 yards, Dak has now surpassed Tony Romo for most passing yards in Cowboys history. So, despite the losing effort, Dak has made history. We can't even be mad at him for it. But I know what we can be mad about is the fact that he just suffered a sack at the hands of the Eagles. Just great. 3 and out. Fonte Williams can't block anybody, man. They literally ended up 1 yard behind where they started. Oh boy, and I think the Eagles are going to get flagged for running into the punter. Brian Anger got hit at the very end of that play. I just caught it before the camera cut off. Let's see. Oh, kind of similar to what Flournoy did against them earlier. Player missed the block and then Anger. Oh, an unintentional split. The problem is it's running into the kicker and not roughing the kicker. So as a result, it's still 4th down. So it now becomes 4th and 7, and it's not going to change anything. They're still going to have to kick this away. This one they are able to get through cleanly. Return from the 26. Down to the 40-yard line. But another flag down on the punt. And the Eagles go back 10 as there was holding up during the return. You know, the sad part is Dak. They just before they cut to commercial, they showed a shot of Dak getting ready to step back out there. Little did he realize that that's running into the kicker, not roughing. So it does not get them a first down. It was still fourth down, and I didn't realize Dak thought that it was a first down. Wow, that's got to be embarrassing. I chuckled a little bit at that, but let's just be honest. The worst is still yet to come. All right. First down from the 30 after the penalty sent them back. Barkley gets the handoff and tried to cut it outside of the left for something, but he only gets a yard. Second and 9. Hurts throws incomplete off of the hands of A.J. Brown. Bland in coverage. And all of a sudden the Eagles are, well, I'm not going to say anything yet. They're dealing with a 3rd and 9. So I know the moment I say something, it ages instantly. Third and 9. Hurts will throw, and there's Devontae Smith. See, I didn't even have to say anything, and they were going to find a way to convert it. First down, give to Barkley. He continues to plow through. Gets 5. Second and 5. Pressure on Hurts. Flushed out. Throws it away. Brings up 3rd and 5. Third and 5, pressure on Hurts. Pass sails incomplete and damn near got picked. Well, they stop him again to my surprise. The offense just has to get it going. They didn't get it done last drive. They're gonna get another chance now. Let them kick this cleanly. Takes a bounce, and they down at the 3. Just great. Even worse field position than last drive. And I thought the last one was bad enough. Now they got to start from their own 3-yard line. Great. Two straight drives where they've started inside their own 10-yard line. Man, what the fuck are they doing? If I didn't know much, I'd say they were trying to intentionally commit safety. A safety. I'll be right back. Golly, I can't with this anymore. Engage the chair cam while I grab something. Gosh. I don't know how much more I can take of this. right. Back at it again with the Buffalo Rams. I got a few nuggets to dip them in. First down from the 4. Sweet Jesus. Hand off to Williams. He gets down to the 11, and they get a little more breathing room. Hang on, I had a trash bag from McDonald's here. Let's put that in there. There. Put that down on the floor. Second and 4. Dak throws. Holy shnikes, what a catch by Pickens. Wow. Pickens with an insane grab. Is that a Dory Jackson he beat? Oh my God, what a grab. Wow. Meanwhile, I think Jackson's headed to the sideline. Now they're at the 34, but again, I can't get hopefully yet. Dak pass is caught. First down, Javonte Williams. Makes a play as a receiver. It was a 23-yard pass to Pickens, and I know it's 23 yards because my fantasy app just notified me that he made a big play. Meanwhile, Dory Jackson, after the catch by Pickens, ripped off his helmet in frustration as he got injured. And speaking of injuries, defensive tackle Moro Ojomo from the Eagles is hurt. Down on one knee and then gets up under his own power, but limping a little bit. McDonald's, one thing you do right is the Buffalo Ranch sauce, and when this goes, I'm going to miss it dearly. First down from the 45. Back to handoff to Malik Davis. First down, big run by Malik Davis. Thought it was Williams for a second, but I hesitated and I saw the 4 instead of the 3. That is Malik Davis. Man, what a run. First down from the 35. Dak airing this out for Schoonmaker. It's out of his reach. I think maybe one more second Dak waited and then threw. He would have had Schoonmaker for another first down. Another look at that big run by Malik Davis. Had to get over the leg of his own lineman blocking him, but once he did, Davis just took off and never looked back. Wow. Again, though, can't get excited yet. They may be making plays, but they have to finish off drives strong. I think Davis is in the backfield again. He gets the handoff off to the left side. Cannot get past Blankenship and only picks up a yard. And this is where the momentum may get halted. Because now they've got a third down and about 9 coming up. And I said Blankenship, but it's actually DeJean. 3rd and 9. That's got to get rid of it quickly. And it's picked, but there is a flag. Intercepted by the Eagles, but they catch a lucky break. The Cowboys catch a lucky break. The Eagles had 12 men on defense. Holy shnikes, they catch a break. Wow. Wait a minute, but isn't it 3rd and 4? If the Eagles got flagged for 12 men, why isn't it 3rd and 4? Weird. I guess to just replay it. That throw incomplete for Pitt. Oh my, it wasn't Pickens, it was Lamb. Jesus Christ. Told you we shouldn't have gotten excited. CeeDee Lamb commits another drop. $51-yard attempt by Brandon Aubrey to make the difference 11. And he's not automatic in this case. Misses from 51 wide to the left. And they get no points on that drive at all. And it's a turnover to the Eagles. Just his 5th miss inside 50 yards. God dang it. God dang it. Of all the times for him to miss, it has to be now when it's a 2-score game. Now the Eagles are going to have great field position as they take over from their own 41-yard line. What the fuck, man? Still a 14-point deficit that they can't seem to make up whatsoever. Oh, that Buffalo Ranch sauce is done. So are these nuggets. There were only 6 of them, but enough to dip them and consume them with the cup. I just got a message from Snark. He should be good to go for tonight. He got home early, so you can expect to see him in what is considered to be one of the games of the week, week number 12. Buccaneers Rams. Let's see, 3 points allowed, 3 points allowed, 8 sacks, and 1 forced. Wow, they sacked Geno Smith 8 times? Jeez Louise. First down for the Eagles following the turnover from the miss. Hand off to Barkley. Look out. Stuffed for only 1 yard. Second and 9. Here's Hurts. Quick throw. Barkley loses his balance and only gets a couple as he takes a hit. It's now 3rd and 7. Jeez Louise. Under 5.5 to go in this third quarter. Third and 7. Pressure on Hurts. He will not get it. Forced out of bounds after trying to scramble for it. Only got 3 yards or 4 yards. Makes it 4th down and 3. The question now is, what do the Eagles choose to do here on 4th and 3? Looks like they're just going to punt this away. So if I'm not mistaken, I think the Eagles went 3 and out again. Let them get this off cleanly. Turpin fair catches it at the 10. Well, Eagles go 3 and out after the missed field goal, but since getting that touchdown to end the half, they have not been able to get any points at all on offense. They've got to do something. They can gain momentum down the field all they want, but if they're not scoring points, what's even the point of it? You cannot just end drives with no points. Your defense, surprisingly, is keeping you in this game. And I can't believe I'm even saying that, considering they stepped up here in the second half, but this offense has got to do something. Oh, my God! CeeDee Lamb gets blasted as the pass sails his way, and he drops it again. God, stop throwing Lambs his way. Higgins has been able to do better than Lamb ever could, apparently. Man. Second down. Incomplete, and there's a flag intended for Cavante Turpin. They're going to get the Eagles for PI, so that's going to give Dallas a first down. See if the interference was clear as day or if it was bullcrap. He's got an arm on him, but well, he sort of moved Turpin's head to ensure he wouldn't be able to maybe catch it, but nothing really too obvious. But it's a first down after the penalty, and now puts him at the 17. And off to Williams. Williams with some room. First down at the 29. Again, can't get hopeful. You've seen what happens when we get hopeful. Oh boy, this is a big one. Reed Blankenship of the Eagles is down. Oh boy. Oh. Yikes. That's a big name that got hurt. Reed Blankenship, one of the biggest stars of that Eagles defense, is down and limping as he gets up. Hope he's all right. But it doesn't look too promising for him, though. Let's see where the injury was. Ooh. The way he fell after trying to tackle Williams did not look pretty. Blankenship might be heading to the blue tent. Hope he's all right and that it wasn't too serious. First down from the 29. Toss to Williams. Spins out of some tackles and gets 5. But it could have very well have been less the way that play worked out. So Williams will get 5. Malik Davis is now in the backfield on 2nd and 5. Dak fakes the handoff. Over the middle. Tipped and incomplete and nearly picked. Bond, number 53, nearly picked it off. God, just slipped out of his hands. Oh, that was dangerous. In the direction of Lamb, but Bond was the only one right there, and fortunately for Dallas, it slipped through his hands and off his helmet and sailed incomplete. Oh, good God. 3rd and 5. Eagles jumped. I think this is a free play. Dak airs it out for Lamb. He's got it! He has got it with a flag down! Looks like they didn't get the Eagles for jumping early, but they are going to get the Eagles for pass interference. Or are they? Oh, Lamb might have pushed off. Maybe I celebrated too soon. I think they're going to get Lamb for a push-off. I don't think this is going to stand. First off, the Eagles jumped early, so this should have been a flag on offside and would have been fine with offsetting penalties, but dear God. Lamb pushed off, man. Wait, what? They don't rule it against... Wow, okay, I'm just going to be honest. That should have been offensive PI. Lamb clearly pushed off. They catch a lucky break. God, I genuinely think that should have came back. Somehow it doesn't. Handoff to Williams down to the 13. I am in shock. Lamb had the hands on the helmet of the defender. Looked like he pushed off, but yet somehow that does not get flagged for offensive PI. They call it defensive PI. I'm genuinely shocked that they did not get that it wasn't offensive PI the way it looked. 2nd and 6. Dak going for it all, overthrows Lamb. What the hell was that? What the? And another flag comes in. Are they about to get the Eagles for PI again? This one, though, is as clear as day. Gets both arms on the sides of Lamb on his way to the end zone. So that one is clear. That one is pass interference on the Eagles, and that will give Dallas a first down at the 1 because it was in the end zone. Opportunity all of a sudden knocking for this Dallas team with 2:07 left in the 3rd. Well, actually, no, it wasn't in the end zone, was it? It was... No, because it's at the 4. It's at the spot of the foul, so never mind. It's 1st and goal from the 4. Dak throws, the score. And all of a sudden, this has become a one-score game. Spanford was wide open. Not a problem for Dak at all. Brandon Aubrey automatic on the extra point. And all of a sudden, this has become a 7-point difference. Wow. But again, though, that touchdown might not have been possible if that offensive PI penalty was called. Cooper DeJean was the man in coverage, and Lamb apparently did not get flagged for that PI when it looked like he was going to. I genuinely thought, keep in mind, I can't hear the broadcast audio because it's muted on mine for copyright reasons. So when I looked at that penalty originally on the replay, it legitimately looked like Lamb had pushed off on the stiff arm. But somehow that did not get called, and now as a result, it's a one-score game. Lamb with a 50-yard catch on a PI penalty against Philly that should not genuinely have been called on him. Like, I genuinely thought it was offensive. Here's the kickoff to the Eagles. Return from the 10. At the 30, down to the 32. .156 left. So around the league, the NFC North has gotten some big victories. Bears stunned the Steelers. Packers shut down the Vikings. And the Lions survive against the Giants in overtime. Again, the only NFC North team to not win this week was the Vikings because, well, they faced the Packers. All right, first down for the Eagles from their own 32-yard line. Pressure on Hurts. Wide open is Barkley. That's the risk that comes with pressuring him early. But Barkley is short by a yard. And a timeout to, Kalen Carson's down. Kalen Carson is down on the field and gets up under his own power and heads to the sideline. As soon as he got to the sideline, threw his helmet down in frustration. That's a big blow, and he knew. He knew that that injury is going to bite him. First, turned out they gave Barkley the first down, so now they're at the 42. Hurts on the keeper. Not much running room, and he only gets a single yard. Shockingly, Dallas was prepared for the quarterback run that time, unlike in week 1 where they were not. Well, they were ready for him. I think Donovan Wilson in pursuit. Oh. Gain of 2 by Hurts, 2nd and 8. 45 seconds left in the third. Hurts throws. Goddard's got it. First down and a lot more. Oh, my God. Golly. There's points for my fantasy opponent. As Dallas Goedert, for the first time today, makes a catch. And the third quarter is over. Well, my defense took a bit of a plunge as after so long, the Raiders actually scored. It's now 24-9 for Browns, which they're still leading. This defense still has 13 points, but Jesus. So it's a 3-point loss on the defense. Not really anything too concerning, but I'm still nervous, man. The fact that fucking Jahmyr Gibbs had a day and a half against the G-men with 55 points, that's the only reason he's got a semblance of a chance to beat me and put me back down to 500. Keep in mind, I'm at the number 2 spot. If I lose and my opponent wins, he'll be at 7-5. And based on how the standings are, Mark would go up to 5-7, assuming he wins. Gianni looks like he's going to lose, so it'd be 5-7. Adam right now projected to beat Snark, so he'll go up to 7-5 if he wins. Scott, we're not even going to talk about. He's going to kick the ever-loving crap out of Nels, considering the dumbass didn't update his lineup and has an empty defense spot. He can still change it, but considering he still has the Rams defense on his bench, but it's just looking like Scott is going to destroy Nels, so he'll go up to 7-5, but I can't afford to lose any more games, especially going up against James. I mean, I may fall down to 3rd or 4th in the standings. So now the Eagles are at the Dallas 43 as we start the fourth quarter. Quick throw from Hurts, caught by Goddard again, and a gain of 8. But there is a flag down. And this might be coming back. And I originally thought it was holding, but it turns out that's not it. Apparently Devontae Smith got called for an offensive pass interference. Sirianni's losing his ever-loving mind. I don't think that should have been offensive PI. And now Sirianni's gone from mad to livid. All of a sudden, it's 1st and 20. They're backed up to their own 47. Jesus, the Eagles have committed more penalties than the Cowboys have. 11 for them tonight. Or today. I guess it's technically a 9 now. Oh, another one is down. Did they jump? Oh, it was a false start, so dear God. The Eagles are now shooting themselves in the foot. They're about to now to their own 43-yard line as now they get flagged for a false start. Hurts under pressure. That may be a fumble. And they rule it incomplete. Yeah. I know I got hopeful, but Hurts clearly threw that forward. That's an incomplete pass. Doesn't mean they don't gain any progress, though. Well, was the arm going forward, though? Yeah, he tried to pitch it. Yeah, it is an incomplete pass, so nothing going there. 2nd and 25. Dallas brings pressure. A.J. Brown. Oh, my God. It's still going to be 3rd and long, though. Question is, how much did Brown pick up? I got some math and money risk. Let's see. Brown picked up 13. It's now 3rd and 12. Pressure on Hurts. He throws to Goddard. Pass is caught, but he will not have enough for the first down. Tackled as soon as he had caught it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Dallas defense stopped them again. I'm just tearing off some coupons up here. Don't mind me. Yeah. Oh, looks like they're going to go for a field goal as they send out Jake Elliott. 56-yard attempt, though, so this is no gimme. This is not looking good. He missed it. Elliott from 56 cannot make it. Oh, boy. That's huge. Elliott now misses a field goal of his own. It looked like it had the perfect aim, but it curved to the right and never curved back inward. Holy shnikes, that is huge. That's a big miss. Wow. This game has all of a sudden taken a turn. Holy shnikes. Dallas is going to get it now at their own 46-yard line as they're going to have some amazing field position to start this next drive. But they've got to capitalize. They cannot screw around anymore. Again, this defense has somehow, some way stepped up and have held the Eagles in check ever since getting out to a 21-point lead. The Cowboys have only scored 7. Well, is it 7? No, they've scored 14 unanswered. But they got to keep this going. You cannot take this team for granted. All right, I'm going to dump some trash here real quick. I'll be right back. About 20 seconds. Okay. First down for Dallas following Jake Elliott's miss. Again, they're at their own 46. Oh, drop those coupons. On first down, Dak's going deep with this for Pickens. Oh! Did he catch that? No way! Oh my God! He somehow came up with that! What? You can't make this stuff up! How did he catch that in double coverage? Oh my God! I can't believe he caught that, man. That's insane. Handoff to Williams on first down. Still up. And gets 4. Holy cow, man. In double coverage with DeJean all over him. How on earth did Pickens catch that? And he had both feet in. That's incredible. Cannot believe what I witnessed. 2nd and 7 from the 9. Pressure on Dak. He's going to run. He's got room. Diving. Touchdown. He got in. Dak scores it on the run. And they are an extra point away from tying it. What is happening? This is insane. This is insane. Can Aubrey make this extra point to tie it, though? Of course he can. Was there any doubt? We're tied. We are actually tied. Holy shnikes. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This game has all of a sudden taken a turn. Keep this in mind. Just before the end of the first half, it was 21-0. And all of a sudden, this offense has come out of seemingly nowhere with 21 unanswered. And we're tied. You cannot script this, guys. You really can't. Wow. I'm trying not to lose my voice over how insane this game has been, but oh my God. Maybe if I unbutton the top of this so my throat can have more room to work with. I'm not going to have enough water for this. I should have grabbed the second bottle. Like, seriously. Now the kickoff to Philly. Return down to the 30. Still cannot get excited, though. Oh, God. Again, cannot get excited yet. There's still 11:35 left. Here we go. From the 31. Pressure on Hurts. He's got running room. Damn near lost it, but carries it for a gain of 7. All right. Second down and 3. Try not to talk too loud. Hurts under pressure, caught Brown, and there he goes again. First down at the Dallas 43, A.J. Brown again. This defense still getting exposed. Still have no answer for this pass rush whatsoever. Bland gets beat in coverage. Donovan Wilson makes the tackle, but it doesn't matter. It's a first down at the Dallas 43-yard line. Hurts throws, caught by Smith, but tackled almost immediately. Gets a gain of 3. And there's the Marvin Overshow making his first play, at least that I've seen in this game. A gain of 4 by Smith, as that brings up second and 6. Hurts going to try to run. Gets out of some tackles. How the hell did he pick up? How the hell did he pick up that first down? Oh my God! Another first down for Hurts. They had plenty of chances to bring him down early, and they missed on every single one of them. Not even Kenny Clark could stop Hurts. Ridiculous. 9 minutes left. First down from the Dallas 31. No pressure on Hurts whatsoever. He's got someone wide open too. Gain of only 3 by Cooper, number 80. It's going to be second down at 7. From the 28. Hurts throws. Smith has got it, but there is also a flag down. Illegal hands to the face on Philly. Oh, there it is. There's the penalty on illegal hands to the face. It's Johnson on Dante Fowler. So I think that's a 10-yard penalty, and that'll put them back. So it's 2nd and 17. "13 penalties on the Eagles today for a total of 91 yards. Backed up to the 37, 38-yard line. Hurts under pressure. Hitches it to Barkley. Barkley fumbled! The ball is on the ground! Cowboys think they have it! And they do! Oh my God, they get a turnover in the best time possible! Oh my God! Wow! And the man that recovered it was Sam Williams. He punches it out. Okay, he wasn't the one that recovered it, but he punched it out. Oh my God, this game continues to take a turn. Opportunity now knocking, but they cannot take this opportunity for granted. They've got to capitalize on it. They get a turnover at the best time ever. Eagles have not trailed since week 6 for 292 minutes. Longest streak in team history since 1948, and it could be snapped today. Handoff to Williams, gain of 4. Under 7 to go. 2nd and 6. Williams gets the handoff, pushes through. Close to the first down. Is he going to get it? He will. First down, Javonte Williams. They keep the drive going. Wow. That's insane. Again, still can't get excited yet. Now from the 43. Dak's going deep with this. He's going for Pickens again. Oh! Can't quite make an exciting play this time around. Just gets a hand on. Trying to make a one-handed snap to no avail. There is also a flag down as well. Uh-oh, Pickens might be limping a little bit. And even if Pickens had made that insane grab, it wouldn't have counted because this is coming back. Holding on Dallas. 10-yard penalty again. No defensive PI, but Pickens right now is limping a little bit. Good Lord. 1st and 20. I think that's incomplete. Turpin dropped it. Eagles thought they had a fumble, but no, it is an incomplete pass. Turpin never had complete possession, so no, it isn't a catch and fumble. It is an incomplete pass. Oh, if Pickens can't get back out there, this could be trouble. Oh, good Lord. 2nd and 20. Dak hit as he throws. Incomplete for Flournoy. He had a shot at it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Pickens might have taken a shot to that left leg as he tried to make that insane play. Flournoy just could not snag it. And it's now 3rd and 20. High snap. Back to Lipke, who's got a long way to go. He won't even be close. And they got to punt it. And they can't do anything with the turnover at all. And they got to punt it again. And it's right back to the Eagles again. Nothing could be done on that drive. A return will be attempted. Hit at the 12. Ball's out again. And they get it back. What? Oh my God, they got it back. It was Gibson who lost it on the punt return. And seeing number 44, I should say, recovers it. And gives them life. Oh my God, they get a second fumble forced. Out of the hands of Gibson, into the hands of Sieg, and it's Dallas ball inside the 10. Wow. However, Gibson is hurt. Gibson has not gotten up since he lost that football. Wow. Hope Gibson's all right, but man, they hang on to the ball and have life again. I can't believe what I'm seeing, though, man. What a game this is turning out to be, guys. Wow. I'd lost hope. They punted it away to the Eagles. Gibson just fumbled on that return. Wow. So it's 1st and goal from the 8. Williams trying to push through. Williams is at the 1. Oh boy, they are close. They are close. Oh boy. I think one more surge like that by Williams, he could get it, but who knows what they could do on this play design. 2nd and goal from the 2. Dak can run it if he wants to. Ooh. Did he get anything? I don't think he did. Oh, boy. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. trailed by 21 points today. Largest comeback in history, 21 points 3 times. 3rd and goal. Look out. End zone incomplete for Lamb. Could not hold on to it. Oh, he had it. Right through his hands, dude. How? It would have been the catch of the night if he held that. Oh, that's now his 3rd drop today. Oh, good God, Pickens is back out there. He seems to be unharmed. He's on the lineup right now for 4th and goal, and it looks like they're going to go for this. And Dak caught by Ferguson, but he's not going to have enough. And it's incomplete anyway. And the Eagles still get it. They cannot capitalize again. This was so dumb. They could have just taken the field goal. I don't know why they thought going for this was a good idea. Now you've given the ball right back to the Eagles again. That might be the dumbest decision I think I've ever seen them make this year. Unreal. Should have just let Aubrey kick it. Eagles get it at their own 2. This was completely dumb. I don't know why they thought going for this was a good idea. I get the intention of being aggressive, but come on. You have to have some sense. Take the guaranteed points and move on. And there's A.J. Brown again. 1st down. Gain of 12. Eagles now have breathing room. All because your dumbasses allowed him to get another 1st down. So much for trying to get a safety on them. Now you can't even do that. First down from the 13. Hurts throws. Brown again. Smith again. Not Brown, it's Smith. Another Eagles 1st down. They're going to win. They're going to win. This decision to go for on that 4th down play is going to come back to bite you. The Eagles are going to keep converting. They're going to keep getting 1st downs, and they're going to run the clock down to kick a field goal to win it. That's what I see them doing, because there's no way that you're going to have a chance. No way at all. From the 29. Pressure on Hurts. Caught by Barkley. Down at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't get a thing. I'd be damned if they somehow get this back, but I just don't see it that way. I just do not. Second down from the 29. Pressure on Hurts. Wide open again. Barkley yet again. It's 3rd down and 2, and we are now at the 2-minute warning. Oh, God. such a moronic decision to go for it on that fourth down play. Don't know why they thought that that was a good idea. Ridiculous. I'm as quiet as I can be right now because I've just... Both teams have all three of their timeouts. But it's 3rd and 2 at their own 37. Imagine the crowd in AT&T Stadium more fired up than ever. Pressure on Hurts. They got him! They got him! Osa Odigizua! They actually sacked him! Oh my God! Despite getting held, Odigizua came in at the end and brought down Hurts. They are well out of field goal range, so the Eagles have no choice. They've got to punt this. Now a field goal can win it for them. Oh boy, that's a big sack. Another opportunity knocking, but they now have to get into field goal range. Dallas does burn a timeout to give themselves some time. Ball bounces into the end zone, touchback. Think they'll start at their own 20. They got to get into Aubrey's field goal range. It's now or never. They got to try to make up for the stupidity that they did on that last drive. Oh, gosh. Is it going to be the 20 or the 35? I think it's the 20 since it bounced into the end zone. They also have 2 timeouts to work with. Apparently there was a flag down on Philly, so they had to re-kick. Did that punt go go up so high that it hits something in the stadium? Oh, that went way high. So yeah, it turned out there was a penalty on Philly, so it's 4th and 20. Now they punt it from the 19. They get this off cleanly. Turpin will try a return. Oh, Turpin thought about lateraling it, but instead just holds onto it wisely. Flag is down as well. That wasn't a fair catch signal. What the heck, man? Now they're at the 27. Ay, ay, ay. Now there we go. First down from the 27. Dak, quick throw to Ferguson. Ferguson gets out of some tackles. And he fumbles it, but it goes out of bounds. Oh, God. Oh, good God. That nearly ended in disaster. So it's 2nd and 3. Williams gets out of an immediate tackle and gets only a gain of 1. Do they take a timeout here? Yes, they do. Timeout used by Dallas. Their 2nd one. Like I said, all they would really need to do is get into Aubrey's field goal range, and that would be it. Don't even have to worry about getting into the end zone. Just, the problem is they could have very well have done that last drive, and they could have gotten it back, and could have just kneeled it and ended it, but nope. Had to be dumb and go over on that 4th down play last drive and give it back to them. Now look where you're at. It's 3rd and 2 at the 35. Lamb throws caught by Ferguson. First down at the 47 of Philly. They're able to convert. 50 seconds left. They're going to hold on to that one timeout just in case they get there. But they cannot dilly-dally. And now I think the Eagles will call a timeout. What? Did Dallas really just use their last timeout? They just used their last timeout. What the hell? What was that? I thought the Eagles had called a timeout, but no. We did. But why? There's 52 seconds left. Oh, God, they're making the stupidest decisions I've ever seen yet. This is horrible clock management, Shotty. What the hell are you doing? Hand off to Williams. He doesn't get anything. Oh, my God. Now the clock is going to keep running. Now the Eagles call their first timeout. Jesus Christ. Look at what you're doing. My God, you can't tell me that calling that last timeout first was a good idea. In what world was calling that third timeout after picking up that first down a good idea? Let the dang clock run out. You practically saved the Eagles one of their timeouts if you don't convert this. Seriously. How dumb are y'all? And not even the team. This isn't the team's fault. This is the damn coaching staff's fault. What is Johnny doing? Oh, boy. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, on 2nd down, Dak converts it to Pickens. Incredible. They get the first down, and they're even closer. You force the Eagles to burn their second timeout. Pickens also took a shot, and another Eagles player is down. Oh, boy. And fair warning, guys, you may not hear my optimistic self tonight, because someone's going to have a Zoom call in this house, so I got to try to tone down the commentary, but I'm going to try to speak as close to the mic as possible like this, just to ensure that you can still get my commentary as best I can, but I have to avoid yelling. All right, 35 seconds left, first down. They were able to convert it with Pickens, so they're in good range. They take an injury timeout. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh, boy. .35 seconds left. First down. Dak will take a knee, forcing the Eagles to use their last timeout. They waited a little bit, but they used it. They take a knee, and Dak will have the opportunity to spike it. The clock's not running. Clock now starts to run. And Dak spikes it with 3 seconds left. Folks, it comes down to this. Pickens has set him up for a good range. It all comes down to this. This is going to be a 42-yard attempt to give Dallas the win. Good snap. Good hold. It's good. They did it. The Cowboys win it at the buzzer. They did it. I didn't even give possession back to Dallas, but it doesn't matter. Wow. They did it. Wow. Wow, they actually did it. They came back from a 21-0 deficit and have pulled it off. 24-21 is your final. They actually did it. When I had no hope. I legit had no hope going into this matchup. And when it was 21-0, you heard me that I was out of it. But now, incredibly, they've come back and won. Oh, wow. That's... They got lucky. I'm just going to be honest. Man. The defense somehow got some turnovers at the best times possible, and they did it. A win's a win, and they can carry that momentum going forward, but they've got another tough game coming up this Thursday. Wow. They actually did it. Well, folks, that's going to wrap things up here for this stream. The Cowboys, against all inconceivable odds, have done it. After making some of the stupidest decisions in terms of clock management that we've seen all season long, they still come away with the victory, 24-21, and improve to 5-5-1 on the season. But now they will set their sights at home once again as they prep to face the Kansas City Chiefs on Thanksgiving. It's going to be another tough one. But we'll be back for that one this Thursday. But for now, we still have 2 more games to do. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, Kevin, I know. You wanted me to cancel the stream, and I didn't. I was going to start late. I know you were having a good day and everything, yada, yada, yada. Who gives a fuck? At least let me cherish this win. All right, well, we'll be back in about, I think, a few minutes from now, actually, where we will have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Rams for the Sunday Night Football game. Till then, I'm JC signing off. Thanks for watching. Wow, what a game this was. And we'll be back shortly for Sunday Night Football. Peace out, everyone. I still don't think the Cowboys are making the playoffs even with this win, but I'll take it.